So
and it's Danny to throw first for the ball.
So this is
outside the ball.
This is definitely one where you blink and you will miss it when Danny's throwing. So
it's further outside the ball. First leg, it's Danny to throw first. Game on.
Well, Danny Lauby wins what looked to be a pretty evenly contested bull-up.
140.
And gets off to a fantastic start with 140.
Confirming that
125.
Jelle Klatten and Elliot Milk have both qualified now. They've both won their 2 games. They'll play off to decide who the winner of the group is, but both are safely through to tomorrow.
45.
James Hurrell has done all that he could do. He won his
65.
game 4-0, so he now relies on the game between Kent Joran Sivertsen of Norway and Jeffrey Bekema of the Netherlands.
81.
For James to get knocked out, Jeffrey will have to win the game. But if it's a 4-3, I think that would mean that James would go out.
111.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right there.
Yeah.
In a perfect world for James Hurley, he would want either of those guys to win it to 0.
Yes. Yes. Danny shaking his head there for wanted 111 and hit 23, so
82.
He's fortunate that his opponent was well back.
88.
So 88. Double 14.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
First leg, Danny Lauby. Second leg, it's Christian to throw first. Game on.
Danny's recently gone professional, for want of a better phrase, and moved over to the UK as well for a bit.
90.
Living in the Warwickshire area in the UK.
We just had a point and a word with someone.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's maybe telling one of his own crew to just
140.
settle down a little bit.
Yeah, it's getting into that stage. What are we? 16:45. Players have been, shall we say,
43.
enjoying themselves since 9:30 this morning. In some cases, so Danny's
180.
140, 180 at the start of this second leg for Danny Lauby.
Yes, unfortunately for Christian Wilhelmsen, I'm not sure he knows quite what's hitting him at the moment, because not only is it good, it's quick.
30. $65.
Yep, nice last start in this 25, just leave him in 116 when he returns. Wilhelmsen needs 3 big trebles, and he's not going to get 3 big trebles. He'll be lucky to get 1 big treble. Those are wayward darts.
25.
Only 25.
Danny,
so Danny, you can have as many as you like at this, I think, mate. He's going the 19 route.
56.
56 scored, 60 left when he returns. As Wilhelmsen finds a treble, but it's the wrong one. Treble 7 he's found.
60. Danny, you require
60 scored, and now 60 left for Danny Lauby. 20 for tops, double 10 now.
40.
Not this time, but again, plenty more attempts at that, I think.
Certainly looks that way.
$47. Danny, you require 20.
Currently 2-2 in his match, as Lauby goes for double 10 again. Oh no, he's just missed.
10.
Still got time, but he won't have light going inside the double 10.
No.
2 for double 4, maybe.
Depending where this last dart lands, yeah, go for it.
Then you require 10.
He's left a finish, but the way he's thrown, you don't see it happening.
8.
Watch this. He takes out the 167 just to shut me up.
Yeah, he's gone 19s first. He's got the 7. Smiling to himself.
32. Then you require 2.
So, oh dear.
No score.
Commits the cardinal sin of going inside with his
Christian,
first
you
dart
require
on 2.
135.
Ross Snook has just won an All-Canada affair on board 23, beating Donovan Pilon 4 legs to 1.
This is a very interesting.
Oh, now
fact
then.
He might not have hit the 167, but it was
95.
a centimetre or so away from taking out a brilliant 135. Dan is now saying, come on, fella. That's all right. Don't mind that one.
Surely.
No score.
No.
No.
Looking over
Christian,
to his
you
American
require 40.
contingent just for a bit of support there. See if they could G him up a little.
Well,
Games
well,
on the
well.
second leg, Christian Wilhelmsen.
A leg that Christian Wilhelmsen had
Third leg
absolutely
is
no
Danny to throw
business winning.
first.
No.
Game on.
But you don't hit your doubles, you don't win. Simple as that. And Wilhelmsen takes advantage. Takes a 1-0
97.
lead.
In the group just above this, we said that Luke Littler had already won his group, but the other 3 players in the group, Simon Bach,
100.
Stephen Phillips and Gilbert Humblet, all won 1 game, and Simon Bach is the man that's qualified, as he's ended up with a leg difference of +1. So Luke Littler and Simon Bach are qualified.
'83. $100.
Darren Johnson ended up winning his group from Tony Sorensen. Those 2 gentlemen have qualified. James Richardson has
45.
qualified. Justin van der Gouw has gone out. Philippe Sylvester and James Richardson qualified. But interestingly, James was the seed and he's finished 2nd in the group. So he's going to be a dangerous wild card for someone in the last 1 to 8. The draw for which will take place after
57.
the end of the group stages.
$60.
There's another interesting seed that is finished 2nd in their group as well, which is Moreno Bloom.
Yeah.
So Moreno will also be another dangerous one for those seeds, thinking, you know, winning their group has done me a big favour, and suddenly, whack, have that.
100. Danny, you require 140.
Nick Kenny safely through as the group winner.
60.
Suddenly,
Christian, you require 116.
after a leg and 3/4, this was a one-sided 4-0 Danny Lauby win.
Yeah.
And we're now looking at 19 for tops for Christian to lead 2-1. And he's hit a lovely 1-1-6 finish.
The third leg, Christian Wilhelmsen.
A nod of the head from Danny Lauby.
A knowledgeable.
It's Christian to throw first. Game on.
And a break of throw into the bargain.
Yes, yes. Denny Alder-Coulter wins his group. So Aaron Turner wins his group.
60.
He said that Johnny Tatter has beaten Joe Cheney into 2nd place in that group. Owen Ruloff beat Gary Stone. So there's another one that look, we're saying that Gary is a dangerous wild card for one of that, but Owen Ruloff has been playing well as well. He did very well in Ireland as well. So he's obviously deserved to win the group.
55.
And he now takes the place of the seed in that group, if that makes sense. So Barry Copeland wins his group.
100.
An interesting game now. The winner of Tom Sawyer and Carlo Ross will qualify alongside Barry Copeland. Sean McDonald has won his group, beating the South African, I beg your pardon, Leslie Bukes.
45. 100.
Nice turn from Danny to leave 161 next time. Wilhelmsen back on 341. Not making significant
45.
inroads though.
Danny, you require 161. $60.
Last start for the 25 at that point.
Yeah, I would think you'd have to.
Leave 96. Just. It's one of those I always think, okay, you could hit the bullseye, but you could be seen as throwing points away. Could hit a treble 20. So, but I think the 96 outshot. There we go. He would have been now on 2 darts at double 18 rather than he's got to pick off the odd number and only have 1 dart at double.
He only needs 1 anyway.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Rolls. Kindly leave the stage.
Danny to throw first.
Exit stage left.
Yes,
Thank you. Bye.
Bit of good news for everyone. Paulin won his second game.
Hey.
So
60.
the man who we suggested would be the person that would be asked for the most selfies this weekend.
Definitely.
There's been a few. Bo Greaves has certainly been in camera every time I've seen her. Well, with people from around the world, and that's 97. What the World Masters brings along, doesn't it? It's the chance for people that know how good and they see the results and they want to meet and play these people. Dieter's been very popular, of course, for the selfie, as has Neil Duff.
$75.
Another good 140 from Danny.
140.
Another point towards the Americans.
100. Danny, you require 161.
Leonard Gates has won 2 from 2 in his group, so
60.
Good start for Leonard.
I don't know if there's a delay with the results coming through, but the very bottom group, group 64.
45. Danny, you require 101.
Apparently only 2 games have been played.
Ah. I can only suggest that, well, I can only hope, dare I say, that there is a bit of a delay in those results coming through, but...
44. Danny, you require 19.
Free for double 8. That'll do you.
Danny
Thank you very
Lauby.
much. 17 darts. Danny Lauby.
6 leg. It's Christian to throw first. Game on.
Excellent stuff from the American.
$24.
Yep, Danny Lauby now 1 leg away from a safe negotiation as the group winner into the last 128.
140.
And he's going the right way about it in this leg.
He certainly is.
Not the greatest start from Wilhelmsen.
$36.
Just get the feeling Christian's beginning to get a bit frustrated with himself now. You can hear him chuntering away as he comes up to the board, but they haven't quite gone where he's wanted them to.
105.
So leave 256.
$81. 100.
Oh, A marker there, Christian Sorensen from Denmark. Officiated with us at the Europe Cup and did a mighty fine job there. And
77.
it would be true to say has been
156.
looking forward to this opportunity. Done very well.
Yes, indeed he has. I had a conversation with him
96.
after one of the first matches he done, and he was very self-critical. So made one mistake. I was like, did you?
Yeah.
And it's something not that we
47.
actively look
Then
for,
you require
but
60.
we tend to notice if there has been a mistake. Like that was a mistake.
Yes,
Hitting five.
missing the big number. And then nearly hitting double
40.
15.
So I said to her, I didn't hear any mistakes. They went, oh, okay. One of the players had 127 left, and he didn't call so-and-so you require.
Ah,
I said, well, I don't think we'll put you in the book for
58.
that.
no.
Then you require 20.
We'll put Danny Lauby in the book if he misses this, though.
Or put him in the book if he hits it. Because he'll
Aye.
be in the book for tomorrow's draw. He's going to have another 3, whatever, mate. Come what may, if he needs them, of course, which he does. But
10.
again, he's gone inside that double 10. And I hear a phrase that gets used a lot in darts at the moment, and I think is so pertinent, is board management. Look at what your opponent's on, 178. Was it a safe dart double 10? Maybe,
130 full.
and now,
Then
suddenly,
you require 10.
with your opponent sat on 44, becomes a different game, doesn't it?
Yep,
Okay,
absolutely.
That's it.
However,
And the match, Danny Lauby.
a victory for Danny Lauby, the second.
Indeed.
Finds double 5 and finishes off a victory 4 legs to 2 for the American. And we will be back very soon with our next match.